Hi everyone, this is Lachey Triel. This is step 1 to my frontal class. Here you will need ball pens, thread, scissors, clips, and you will also need some, I recommend pre-threaded needles to get started. Now this is the cap that I use. It has adjustable straps on it. It has tabs on the front by each ear. They are flexible. They have bones in them. I also have them in the back. It's boning in the back as well. And what boning does is it helps construct the cap to their head, so they can form that bone. They can form that bone directly to the size of their head and the shape of their head. So now right here, I'm sliding the cap onto the mannequin head. Just adjusting it, making sure that it fits well. Pulling these down, you want to make sure that those are out of the way so it doesn't get in the way of the sewing. Now I'm just going to take a few pins. I'm going to pin the sides down first where the tabs are. Let's zoom in for you guys to get an up close view. There's the other pin. Here's my frontal I will be demonstrating with. This is a color 613 and 14 inches. There's the back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust my block head so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now here's the underside. This is the middle of the frontal. We're going to trace that to the back and we're going to pin it right there. Make sure it's in the middle. If it's not in the middle, it won't line up correctly. Now the front middle, we're going to bring that down so that it matches with the size of the cap. This will be the hairline. Now I'm taking the left side of the frontal and I'm laying it down. You want to lay it down flat as possible along that head. Pull it and you want to pin it. Don't pull it hard, just pull it enough to where it's flat all the way to the head. You don't want any bumps or actually anything in this frontal. Pin the other side down as well. You're going to repeat the exact same thing. The easiest way to do this is to run your finger down it as you're laying it down. Pin it like so. Pin it again to make sure that it doesn't move. And now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take 2 pins and put it in the front. So that part stays in place, as well as I'm going to put 2 pins on each side at the bottom corners of the frontal so that those parts lay down as well. You don't want anything getting in your way, distracting you, getting in the way of this process or anything. You want to make sure those pins are all the way in there so that no thread snags on them. So I'm just readjusting my clip just to make sure that no hair gets in the way. You're more than welcome to do that. You can do that multiple times as long as none of the hair gets caught in the stitching. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see the up close view of the stitching. And I'm just readjusting my mannequin. My pre-threaded needle. It is in the C shape. C shape is really, really good. U shape is good as well. Now, I am going to go ahead. I'm going to start in the middle. We're going to move all the way to the right. You want to insert your needle. Pull it through, make sure you insert it through the cap and the frontal at the same time. Now you see that knot at the bottom of there? You want to pull the 2 strings apart. Put the needle through, pull it. Pull it, it locks it in and it makes a knot right there. You're going to do the exact same thing right here. Insert your needle through the cap and the frontal as well. And you guys see what I did with that? I crossed my thread. I'll show you again. Cross it. When you cross it, it locks it in. You want to pull it through. Pull, 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 pull. Until it locks on there. Again, insert your needle. Twist your thread. I'll show you again. Twist. Pull through. And you want to lock it. Now using this lock stitch ensures that your frontal is locked down by hand before you get your frontal to the sewing machine. You want to make sure that everything is good before you even put it on the sewing machine. And with this stitch, it locks it down. You don't have to worry about any of the threading coming up, coming apart, absolutely anything. It keeps it in place. If you use any other stitch, your frontal is liable to slide as you're sewing it when you put it on the sewing machine. You don't want it to be uneven. You need this frontal locked down in place. And again, we're going to put our needle through, insert our needle in there. Pull, pull, pull. Put the needle through the loop and to pull down, and it makes a knot. Again, like so. And you want to repeat this stitch all the way down the side in the same direction. Let me adjust the head, and I'm going to go ahead and just finish the side. Pull that through there, lock, insert, twist, lock, and I'm going to just speed this up down to the end. Now, when you get to the end, as you can see, all the other stitches were small, but you want this one to be a little bit smaller. You need these grouped together a little bit tighter. Now that's another way to do the lock stitch. See how I pull that? I loop the stitch around it. I loop the thread around the needle and just pull it through. That's so you can one-hand it. A lot of the times you can do that a lot faster. Now with this part, you want to take the needle and you want to insert the needle through the cap and the frontal right there at the end. Pull that down, make sure that that's locked in there, and we're going to backtrack right here. Pull it through, lock down that stitch. I'm going to backtrack about 3 times. This is the third. You want to lock that down right there. You want to take this, lock that through there, take that, wrap that around, take that needle, wrap that around, wrap the thread around, lock it down. This is the last lock. This ensures that this will not come up at all. Time to do the other side. You want to start on the right side. about an inch away from the last insertion. Pull the thread apart, pull the thread through, lock it, and repeat the lock stitch method all the way down the other side. Pull that through there. And this locks it down the exact same way. I want to speed this up. Get to the end. You want to repeat the exact same steps on this end as you did with that one. You want to pull that through. You wrap it around to lock it down. Pull it through the cap and the frontal at the exact same time, like you did with every other stitch. Make sure you don't get any of the hair in there. Wrap that around so that it locks in there. Pull, pull, pull. The stitch will lock on its own. And now it's time to backtrack. I'm going to only backtrack a couple times on this side just because I didn't have so much thread left over. The exact same effect. Pull it through, wrap it around. You are all done with this portion. Here's the finishing results. And you now proceed to the next video. Congratulations.